Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be watching Riverdale season 4 episode 11. I think. No. Yes, 11. It's called Quiz Show or something like that. If you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, would like to get early access to my reactions, would like to watch the full reactions over my Patreon, links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
Betty Cooper, who was pouring her considerable energies into beating the tar out of Stonewall Prep's team, led by, wouldn't you know it, Brett Weston Wallace.
In fact, I got something for you.
I didn't feel like Archie's like replacing his dad.
Yeah, I can't take no man's gear, especially not my brother's.
Well, you're not taking it. You're borrowing it.
Why are you smiling?
Just everything. You're here. I'm turning my draft for Baxter Brothers' book. And Yale said...
Yale said what?
You didn't tell her yet?
Did you get accepted into Yale and not tell me?
Yeah, I think I did. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just processing. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Let me show you how much. You got into Yale.
Yeah, don't look so surprised. And don't worry, Betty, I will try to keep the codes away from Forsyth. No promises, but I do promise to crush you in the quiz show finals.
We're simply asking you to analyze our maple-based concoction to ensure that our recipe is different enough from Lodge rum.
That way we can't be sued or ceased and desisted by my father. So, I ask you again, Dr. Beaker, are you a rum drinker?
Why are they asking a high school chemist? Why can't they ask a professional to do this?
They think the boy in the river storyline is a bit soft. They're looking for something darker. They mentioned something about, say, serial killers being a potential fertile ground to explore.
Kind of experience in that area.
Well, think fast and have some pitches prepared. The Brotherhood is coming here to meet with you.
But don't you have first-hand experience with an infamous local serial killer?
You mean the Black Hood? No, I couldn't do that to Betty.
Fair enough. Well, I've got boxes full of killers, so I'll pick out my 10 most gruesome ones for you.
Thank you, Chuck. I owe you.
You know, Archie, I would have appreciated a heads up that I was being replaced.
I know, Mr. Keller, I'm sorry. It happened fast, but Frank has a ton of experience. I think the crew's gonna love him.
I gotta be honest with you, Arch. I don't know about your uncle. He's been in trouble since the day he was born. I must have arrested him a half dozen times when I was sheriff.
Oh, that was then. My dad believed in second chances, Mr. Keller. So do I.
Brett Weston Wallace clearly came here to throw me off my game. Is there any way you could help me with him?
As long as it doesn't involve shallow graves and lie.
Any intel you could find that would help me mess with his mind would be much appreciated.
Is it because he got into Yale and you didn't? Alice told me.
Charles, I worked my ass off for 4 years. I put in extra time with the blue and gold. I maintained a 4.1 GPA, and I still didn't get in. Not knowing why is driving me crazy.
My former mentor at the FBI, he teaches criminal law at Yale. Let's see if I get you some answers.
About Yale and Brett.
Forsyth's best work stems from his personal experiences. Might I suggest you start there?
They're forced him to do the Black Hood story.
What about a dark and ominous force that threatens the town of Seaport? An obsessed killer who is looking to expose the hypocrisy and sins of his neighbors. The Baxter brothers discovered that the man unleashing his righteous rage is the father of Bobby Baxter's girlfriend, Tracy True.
This sounds promising. What's the name of the killer?
The Brown Hood. If you give me a little more time, I can come up with more.
No. We like this. You ask me, this sounds like $1 million idea.
So is him like using her family's story about her dad gonna cause her to hate him so much that she kills him?
Mr. Keller said some of the guys were upset they didn't get their bonuses this year.
Man, you are so much like your dad. Always worried about other people. Relax. We got this.
And in a preemptive move to rum block you, we had a scientist analyze it. According to him, by making the main ingredient maple syrup, our rum's DNA has changed by 51%.
Which means legally you can't sue or stop us. In other words, Daddy, our rum war is back on.
Your roommate's father paid someone to take the PSATs for him. Oh, but don't worry, his father covered it all up and then bought his way into Stonewall, as I'm sure he did with Yale as well. Because the truth is, you haven't earned a single thing in your life, Brett. You're just a pathetic, rich kid.
It's not like I'm the one writing YA fiction based off the exploits of your
Oh, here it
deranged
comes.
father.
So he throws Jughead under the bus.
Is that what your novel is about?
I was brainwashed by Edgar too, but that doesn't mean we should get back together.
Can we just go on a date and see what happens?
Sorry, my date just got here. Hi, are you Terry? I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you. Listen, do you want to get out of here? I have a room at the Five Seasons, unless that's too forward.
No, not at all.
Okay, so is this just a booty call date sort of
Tell
thing?
me Brett is lying.
Barely
Tell
even
me
talk.
that you didn't exploit my family tragedy for a Baxter Brothers novel.
Betty, it was a Hail Mary. I had to give the Baxter Brotherhood something. I was never going to go through with it without asking you first. And I didn't ask you because I wasn't even going to do it.
If you want to use my life, you want to write about the Black Hood, have the guts to ask me. Don't lie to my face.
I wasn't lying.
No, you were just omitting the truth, which is exactly what you did about the Quill and Skull and about getting accepted into Yale.
I told you about Yale. I had to figure out the best time to do so.
Oh, and the best time to do so was right after we had sex?
Well, there isn't a handbook on how to tell your girlfriend that you got accepted to her dream school.
Yeah, especially not when the only reason you got accepted to Yale is because of this stupid school.
Oh.
Was that what you think? That I don't deserve to go to Yale?
Jealousy is not very pretty on you, Betty.
We've been hired to repair the drainage system in the prison. Government job, real money.
We can't do that, Mr. Keller. We can't do business with Hiram Lodge. That prison represents everything wrong and corrupt about this town. We'd be taking blood money from Hiram. My dad wouldn't do it. I won't either.
Archie, we can't just do business with the people we like.
Kid made his decision, Tom.
Well, I think he's made the wrong decision. I don't know if he should be getting advice from you about it.
Yeah, well, I'm family, so I got more say in this than you do.
Look, I've made up my mind. We'll figure out another way, and please don't tell any of the other crew about this. The morale's low enough as it is.
It was that they didn't
Her
want to
dad.
accept the daughter of the Black Hood.
Yeah.
They were afraid that if your father's identity got out, it would generate bad press, problems with other students. I'm sorry.
I thought you were supposed to be watching my back, not stabbing it.
I didn't do this to hurt you, Jones. I did it to get under Betty's skin before the quiz show finals.
So you threw a live grenade into my relationship so you could win a trivia contest?
Of course.
Sorry, I had to
This is what it means to be a quill
text
and
my
skull.
husband real quick.
To win.
Even rotting in the ground, you still find ways to torture me. Not anymore.
What's she gonna do?
I'm done.
It's okay. So sorry, Eddie.
Come join us.
One sec, Uncle Fred. I'm just grabbing a soda.
Where was I? Oh, right. So my unit's
Okay, that guy's gonna tell him something bad, right?
I heard we turned down a government contract. Is that true?
Okay.
Where'd you hear that?
From a buddy who's working the gig.
Look, Carlos, that's not the kind of job we take.
Well, some of the guys are pretty pissed about it. There's a lot of tension on the site. If something doesn't change soon, your crew's gonna quit. And some advice, you should spend a little more time with your boots on the ground, at the site with us.
Okay. What is with the tickling?
Yeah, it's weird.
Have you ever videotaped yourself?
Once, it didn't go well.
No. Videotaped yourself getting tickled.
Why does every date I go on have to get super weird?
It's just tickling. No sex. You don't even have to take off your shirts. I'd direct you and another hot guy. It's fun. $5,000 a video.
I don't get it. Why would anybody want to watch a video of someone being tickled?
So it's with another guy, not you.
I just work the camera.
Sure.
Cool. I'll
Why
text
do you-
my guy. He's waiting
This is
down at the bar.
weird.
You okay?
I mean, I fully spiraled in a cemetery.
No. You had a human reaction to a situation that was totally out of your control. I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you when you needed me. I love you.
I really hate when we fight.
You deserve Yale, Chuck. And I'm so happy for you. It's just hard for me to untangle that from how sad I am that I won't be going.
And we already have a long list of interested buyers.
Let's keep those free shots flowing.
It's a raid.
For some trumped up reason, no doubt. You may be mayor, but you can't just barge in here like you own the place.
Well, this warrant
He
says
does
otherwise.
own it, doesn't he?
It has been brought to my attention that there's alcohol being sold on the premises.
False? We aren't selling anything.
You don't think I know what game you girls are playing? Ladies, I'm the Grand Master. And when you play against me,
Why are you taking your coat
you
off?
lose.
And that's the way you take care of it as mayor? This is weird. What are you doing, Kevin?
What kind of operation are you running?
Play your cards right, stud. And you'll find out.
Kevin, what are you doing? Get out of there. This is just weird. Super, super weird.
Fear not.